This is Misty Forest Bible Ministries, and this is Genesis chapter 14 out of the KJ3. And it happened in the days of Eraphiel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Chedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of the nations. They made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, and Shemeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zor. All these were joined together to the valley of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. They served Chedorlaomer for 12 years, and the 13th year they rebelled. And in the 14th year, Chedorlaomer and the kings that were with him came and struck the giants in Ashtaroth, Karnaim, and the Zuzims in Ham, and the Emim in Shevev Kirahaim, and the Horites in the hills of Seir, as far as the oak of Paran, which is by the wilderness. And they turned back and came to En Mishpat, which is Kadesh, and they struck all of the country of the Amalekites and also the Amorites, and lived in Hazon Tamar. And the king of Sodom went out, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zor, and they set the battle with them in the valley of Siddim, and the Chedorlaomer, and the king of Elam, and with Tidal, the king of the nations, and the Amraphel, and the king of Shinar, and the Arioch, and the king of Elasar, 4 kings with the 5. And the valley of Siddim was full of asphalt pits, and the king of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they remained fled to the mountain. And they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah, and all their food, and went away. And they took Lot and the son of Abram's brother, and his goods, and left, and he was living in Sodom. And one who had escaped came and told Abram the Hebrew, for he was living among the oaks of Mamre, and the Amorite, and the brother of Eshcol and Ur, and they were possessor of a covenant with Abram. And when Abram heard that his brother was captured, even when he fled out his trained men, born of his household, 318, they were pursued as far as Dan, and he divided against them by night, he and his slaves, and he struck them and pursued them as far as Hobah, which is on the left of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought back his brother Lot, who also the women of and the people. And the king of Sodom went out and to meet him, and he returned from smiting Chedorlaomer and the kings which were with him to the valley of Shavah, it being the valley of the king. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth, and blessed be the Most High God, who has delivered your adversaries into your hand. And he gave him a tithe of all. And the king of Sodom said to Abram, Give me the persons, and take the goods for yourself. And Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have lifted up my hand to Jehovah, the Most High God, the possessor of heaven and earth, and I will not take from all that is yours, from a thread to a shoe latchet, and that you may not say, I have made Abram rich, nothing for me, only that the young men have eaten, and the portion of the men who went from me, and are Eshcol and Mamre, let them take their portion.